All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the digital world that's being built around you every single day. We're going to talk about how technology is actually shaping what you see, what you think, and the reality you experience online. So yeah, let's dive in.
You know that feeling, right? You're scrolling through your feed and it just gets you, maybe a little too well. It serves up the exact video you wanted to see or an article that speaks your mind perfectly. It's not magic, and it's definitely not a coincidence. It is all by design. And that really brings us to the first big idea we need to wrap our heads around, this idea of our curated reality. See, the thing is, what you're seeing online, it isn't some neutral window into the wider world. Not at all. It's much more like a private art gallery, where every single piece has been handpicked and arranged on the walls just for you. Every search result, every video recommendation, every single story in your feed, it's all part of this environment that's been built around your tastes.
So you gotta ask, right? Who are the architects? Who's making all these choices for us? Well, the funny thing is, the answer isn't a who, it's a what.
Let's meet the main architect, the algorithm. Now that word gets thrown around a lot, but at its heart, an algorithm is just a set of instructions. It's a hidden rulebook that tells these huge platforms what stuff they should show you next. It's the engine that's running pretty much everything you do online. Probably the easiest way to think about it is to imagine a gigantic, super fast sorting machine. It's sifting through an unbelievable amount of information, billions of posts, articles, videos, and its one job is to sort through all that chaos to find the handful of things it predicts you will pay attention to the most.
Okay, but here's where it gets a little tricky. What happens when that incredibly powerful sorting machine has a fundamental flaw? We need to talk about the bias inside the machine. This is really the heart of the issue. These algorithms, they learn. But what do they learn from? They learn from data, mountains and mountains of data created by us, by people. And what's in all that human data? Well, our history, our culture, and yep, all of our biases. So, what happens when the machine's teacher is biased? Well, you get something called AI bias. This is what happens when the technology starts making decisions that aren't fair, that reflect the stereotypes and unfairness found in the data it was trained on. So instead of being this objective tool, it accidentally starts reinforcing our worst habits and can end up treating whole groups of people unfairly. And this isn't just theoretical. Look at how it plays out. You know, the goal might be for a news feed to give you a nice, balanced view on a political topic. But the biased outcome? The algorithm figures out you lean one way, so it just shows you more and more of that side, digging you deeper into what you already think. Or maybe an AI is supposed to identify people in photos, but hey, its training data was skewed, so it ends up being terrible at identifying people from certain backgrounds. The impact here is absolutely real.
So, if this biased machine is constantly shaping our reality, what does that actually do to us, the people living in it? Well, it essentially puts us inside a bubble. This is what people call a filter bubble, or you might have heard the term echo chamber. It's that cozy little online world where the algorithm has gotten so good at knowing what you like that it almost exclusively shows you stuff that confirms what you already believe. And the way these bubbles get built is actually pretty simple. It's a feedback loop. Step 1, you click on something, you like it, you share it. Step 2, the algorithm sees that and says, oh, they like that, let's give them more of that. And over time, slowly but surely, any viewpoints that might challenge you just get filtered out. And the result of all this? Your world gets smaller. Your exposure to different ideas, to challenging opinions, to diverse ways of thinking, it gets really, really limited. You basically end up in a room where all you can hear is the echo of your own voice, making it feel like everyone out there agrees with you.
Okay, so that might sound kind of grim. I get it. But here is the good news, and it's the most important part. You are not powerless in this. Once you understand that the bubble exists, you can absolutely learn how to burst it.
This right here is the whole key. Just the act of understanding how these systems work, what we're talking about right now, is your first and most powerful step toward taking back some control. It lets you switch from being a passive consumer to an active, critical thinker.
So here's your toolkit. This is what you can do. Start thinking critically about everything you see. Don't just passively accept it. You have to make a conscious effort to seek out different sources, especially ones you think you'll disagree with. Challenge what you're being told. And maybe most importantly, always ask yourself, wait a minute, why am I seeing this particular thing right now?
So, we'll end on this thought. Your bubble
It's not invisible to you anymore. You know who the architect is, you know the basic blueprint, and you've got the tools to start stepping outside. So the only real question left is, where are you going to go? What new idea are you going to explore first?